Today's program is calculating the grades by using the class construct in Python. To define a class keyword followed by the class name um, has to be written. There are functions defined in the class. To define a function, the syntax is def keyword and followed by the name of the function. Self is a keyword that denotes the uh, calling object. The double underscore init double underscore is also called as a magic function. These magic functions begin and end with the double underscores. Init is like a constructor. Here you are initializing name to an empty string, roll number to 0. Marks you are initializing to empty brackets. Empty brackets means it is a list. There is a data type called list in Python. It is a collection of various kinds of data elements. Total is initialized to 0, average to 0.0 and grade to an empty string. There are 6 variables. Out of the 6 variables, one is the list which is going to store the marks of 5 subjects. Set is a function which is used to provide the values to the variables. Self dot name indicate that the name variable belonging to the object with which this function has been invoked. Every function takes self as parameter, and also these variables within a class must precede by self to because these uh, several objects can be created from a class. Every object has its own set of variables. So if you create for student class S1 and S2 two objects, S1 dot set means this name and roll number belongs to S1. S2 dot set means name and roll number belongs to S2. Input is a function to obtain the user data from the console, and you are initializing to name, and roll number is also initialized likewise. However, marks has to be initialized by using a for loop, because in a list you are gonna store 5 marks. So their indexes will begin with 0 and end with n minus 1. So for I in range 5 means start with 0 and with 4. Marks dot append is a function defined in list. Int is a function that is used to convert the given value into integer type, because you're gonna perform arithmetic operations on these values. If you observe here, there are no ints for these two inputs, whereas for marks, int has been used because you are going to perform plus operation, and plus operation is performed on integer marks to obtain the total and also to find the average. So input, it prompts user to enter marks for 5 times. Subject str is a function that converts this I plus 1 into string, so that this entire message is a string message printed on the console for the user to enter the marks. All right, going ahead. Next function defined is compute average. Compute average function uses two for loops. The first for loop is to uh, verify whether any of the entered marks is less than 0, which means if it is negative, you are not gonna perform any operation on negative mark. In a typical semester exam, negative marking is not uh, very common, whereas for entrance exams, there may be some kind of negative marking. Here we are considering the case in which a student can get a 0 or greater than 0. That logic is checked here. If marks of I, that is you are subscripting yeah, by using the index. If it is 0, less than 0, first I is 0, first the 0th marks you check, then first marks, like that up to marks of 4. And then if any of them is negative, just quit. um, if not, it continues in this second for loop, in which you are gonna uh, perform addition of all the elements of this list called marks. Initially total is 0, 0 plus marks of 0. Marks of 0 you consider to be 90. So 0 plus 90 is 90. In the second iteration, marks of 1 consider to be 91. So 90 plus 91 is 181. Likewise, it iterates for 5 times. And then total has been found, calculated from the elements of marks list. Average is also a variable uh, which you are trying to find the average through dividing the total by length of marks. Length is a function that returns the total number of elements in the list. So total by length of marks is 5. So 5. You get the average. And then moving ahead, another function defined is compute grade. In this compute grade compares whether any of the entered marks is less than 50. If yes, then the result should be failed. If no marks is less than 50, which implies that all the marks are greater than 50, then this um, grade has been computed by using these rules, that if average is greater or equal to 90, grade A, greater or equal to 80, grade B. Likewise, you find out for all the values of average, and if it is less than 50, average, if average is less than 50, the result is fail. Get is a function that's used to print the data uh, that includes student name, roll number, total marks, average, and grade. Main function has been defined in which an object is created called S in this case. S is equal to student. This is the syntax to create an object. When you create an object, init method is invoked by default. No, there is no need to call it separately. Uh, However, other functions have to be called uh, by using the object name. So s dot set, s dot compute average, s dot compute grade, and s dot grade. all the functions that have been defined in student class have been invoked here. And this if name equal to main, this main, then you are calling main. When you are calling main function creates an object and calls all the functions defined in the class student. So this is the program. Let us execute this program. When you execute this program, it asks user to enter the name, roll number, marks, and the program prints the details of the student: name, roll number, total marks, average, and grade. Let us execute again with a negative mark. Um, Sam. Oh. Even when roll number is not given, it is proceeding. So this verification also has to be done. Can't perform operation because of this -2. All right. Another, and these validations have to be done so that this is, if you check the average, it is 75%. However, the result is fail because this, because of subject 1 marks. Although the student has obtained 90 and 90 above in 4 subjects, and only 2 in the first subject, his result is fail. So this is about the program computation of grades using class. I hope it is clear. Please practice and see you tomorrow.